Two boys.
One brain cell.
Blackmore's night.
This is all about the fires at midnight.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Although it feels repetitive already.
Because it's a self-titled track?
Well, self-titled track and the band name is Blackmore's Night and it's fires at midnight. I feel like nights everywhere.
There's a lot of night going on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to give you a little background here, even though you're not going to have a freaking clue who these people are, legendary guitarist Richie Blackmore, and it's his band, and Deep Purple, they sang Smoke on the Water.
Okay.
You know that one?
Yep.
And then Rainbow, who sang I'm the Man on the Silver Mountain, I'm pretty sure.
I know that one.
Okay, so that's the kind of bands, or at least music we're going into. So maybe some classic rock-esque vibes.
Okay, and it's Candace Knight is the vocalist.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you.
But, I mean, hey.
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry.
It explains Blackmore's Night. I like what they did there.
Yeah, yeah.
Clever.
So let's get into it. Shout out to our Patreon for the pick. Appreciate you.
Let's do it. Feels super elven.
I like it.
I stood out here once before with my head held in my hands. For all that I had known of this place, I could never understand. On the hills, the fires burned at midnight. Superstition plagued the air. Sparks fly as the fires burn at midnight. Stars are out and magic is here. I wished on the seven sisters bring to me wisdom of age. All that's locked within the book of secrets. I long for the knowledge of a sage. On the hills, the fires burned at midnight. Superstition plagued the air. Sparks fly as the fires burn at midnight. Stars are out and magic is here. The stars are out and magic is here. So the sisters smiled to themselves, and they whispered as they shone. And it was from that very instant I knew I would never be alone. While on the hills, the fires burned at midnight. Superstition plagued the air. Sparks fly as the fires burned at midnight. Stars are out and magic is here. The stars are out and magic is here.
right, since we never start at the right spot anyways, like where we should be breaking things down, can I start right at the breakdown? The breakup, should we say?
Yeah, go for it.
There was such an interesting, like, because it kept rising. The tempo's going up and up and up and up. And you're like, oh, shit, I can see the top. We're about to come up over. And you're like, the singing starts and carries it over the top. And then plateaus out. And I was like, I don't know if I've heard anything quite like that.
I wanted a drop. Like, I wanted to come up, and just slam home.
Sure.
But instead, it exploded out.
Yeah, and just kept, and I was like, I didn't want this, but I'm happy we're here for that part, right?
Yeah.
That was cool. The instrumental breakdowns is where I imagine you have some complaints.
So that guitar solo, there was one part of it that threw me for an absolute loop, and I hated every second of it. And it was about a 5-second spot. That's it.
I love that.
My only real complaint.
I love that. And then like
Yeah,
it took
and I'm
off
like,
again. And I'm like, oh shit! I actually love that.
I did not
That's fun.
at all. Like, I can
wait.
recognize talent when it's there.
Sure.
And it takes a lot of talent to do that.
So you're telling me you liked?
no, thank you.
You liked that whole guitar solo?
I was bored of it by the end of it.
Sure. Okay. That's fair. So here's my
But
thing.
overall, yeah, it was a good guitar solo.
I really miss guitar solos like that.
Yeah.
I really do. Where there's like this freestyle passion to it, and like, I don't want that in every song. And that was kind of the problem with the music at the time for me growing up, is it felt like every song from this era had a fucking guitar solo, and it never ended. But as I've gotten older, like a lot of times when I was listening to this style of music, we'd be playing Rollmaster or Shadow World over at my uncle's, and he would be playing like the old classic, rock in the background, and you'd be hearing shit. He'd play like Grateful Dead, and you got like 14, 15-minute songs of like Jimi Hendrix was known for that, where he's just like just going to town and like just forever, right? And as a kid, I was so freaking bored of it. But as I've gotten older, in the background, it's grown on me. Like, this will fit perfectly. Again, board game night, especially anything fantasy themed,
Yes.
D&D.
I was even thinking sitting out
Fantastic.
back by a fire. This is a
Oh,
great
sure.
fire song.
Yeah, it's something where you're not just like, for us, we're not instrumental heads. So like, that's not really, it's sometimes we're like, oh, that's cool and stuff, but like, it's never really going to be the thing that typically grabs us and brings us to the
Right.
song. So like, this in the background is like perfect, like casual setting. In a car ride, this isn't going to work out probably. But like, there's a time and a place for this track that's really, really works for me. And like I said, as I've gotten older, man, like some of that guitar solo stuff, I'm like, oh man, they're really going at it, but like, I'm not really focused in on that like I am when there's lyrics, like where
Yeah.
I'm trying to analyze those.
And this one here, like vocally and with it being kind of fantasy-esque,
Yep.
that's a huge draw here.
Oh, absolutely. And I did really enjoy her vocals. There was almost a certain Christmas music-esque vibe in certain parts, even at the break up.
Okay.
Like right where it hits, it almost had a Christmas music, like full in, just bam, it hit, and then it turned a little more fantasy tune. But the
Okay.
first 5-10 seconds of that where it popped,
Yeah.
it sounded like Christmas music for a second.
I didn't get that.
I don't know where it was, but I
Yeah.
would go replay that shit right now.
I know you would.
It was cool, and not in a bad way. It just like, yeah. The one thing she did do though that annoyed me, the way she pronounced superstition.
Really?
Yeah, did you catch that?
No.
I think superstition, like the way she drags it out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like there's an A in it. That bothered me.
Fair. I mean, I've definitely had my things like that.
Yeah.
I thought it flowed well with the rest of the song, though.
I guess it's just Blackmore's night. So
I guess so.
what you gonna do?
We need to have a fire at midnight now. Where are you rating it?
6-7 playlist.
I'm going to go 7.2 playlist.
Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. Again, I liked her vocals. I like the classic rock-esque solos. The overall layout of the song is just different than what you would hear. And again, I'm not calling it a breakdown. I'm calling it a breakup because it just pops. It just keeps going. So that was pretty cool.
It's a breakup. You never get over them.
We're two boys.
We have one brain cell.
I'm Pyro.
And I'm the Chuckness.
Make sure you guys give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure that you drop down in the comments, 1, telling us what you think of this song, and 2, which one of us gets the brain cell.
Absolutely.
Until next time, peace.